Hey again, I'm back to talk about compound time or meter. This is not as complicated as you might think. It's got a lot of similarities to simple time, and I'm going to show you how it can be exactly the same as simple time. Compound meter is just when we take a combination of a duple and triple or triple and quadruple meters and put them together. So let me go ahead and show you how that works. Over on your right here, you're going to see the most common form of compound time. In compound time, again, we're combining different meters. Or we can call it subdividing or dividing up the meter. So let's go back a step. 6/8. Let's take the rules we already know from simple time. And if you haven't watched my simple time video, take a look at that and that'll explain this also. The top number, 6, is the number of beats. The bottom number, 8, is the type of note that gets that beat. So we have 6 beats per measure. 8th note gets the beat. And let's take a look at that. You see that we have 6 eighth notes in each measure, or 6 eighth notes worth of beats in each measure. It's also divided up a little differently. You might notice that the eighth notes are beamed in 3s. That's because your overall pulse is going to be 2. It's going to feel like 2. So let me demonstrate this one. It sounds like this. Did that feel like 2, 3, or 4? It felt like 2 to me. 1, 2, 1, 2. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you notice that I put a little emphasis on the 1 and the 4? That shows where the important beats are, or what I like to call as pulse in this music. Let me show you another way this could be written to help you understand how it can be really, really similar to simple time. Now I've added a 2/4 meter. 2/4 is 2 beats per measure. Quarter note gets the beat. These strange looking eighth notes, if you haven't learned them yet, are called triplets. It's a type of eighth note that gets 3 notes per beat instead of 2 notes per beat. So let's listen to see what this sounds like. That sounded exactly like the one on the top. That's because it is. These triplets are making it sound exactly like the one on the top. You might notice that some of the notes are a little different, some of the notes look exactly the same. That very last note over there on the 6/8 measure is a dotted quarter. In the 2/4 measure, it's a quarter. That's because the overall beat pattern of 1, 2, 1, 2, in 6/8, the dotted quarter gets that beat. In 2/4, the quarter note gets that beat. So what we would call 6/8 is compound duple meter. Let's take a look at a few other types of compound meters. These are 4 more examples of compound time. You'll notice that for the most part, compound time is going to depend on the number on the top. If it is a multiple of 3, but not 3, it is probably compound time. Even 3 can be compound time in a much faster tempo. So 9/8 would be a compound triple time. 12/8 would be a compound quadruple time. 6/4 works just the way 6/8 does. It's just using quarter notes instead. 12/16, same kind of idea as 12/8, but it's using 16th notes instead. And you can see it can get a little complicated. Look at that 12/16 measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please join me in one of my live classes. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. The class, as usual, does not even have to be on-time signature, just make sure to get there a little early and type your question into the chat box. Or come and wait till the end of class. I usually have a few minutes extra at the end. Not always, but usually do.